friends, and welcome. My name's Kaleigh, and we are going to do a little funky fusion flow today. So you can join me on your mat, and we are going to get started on all fours. So we'll come into a nice comfortable tabletop. Shoulders are going to stack right on top of the wrist. Hips are going to be right on top of those knees. We're just going to begin with some little circles. So we're going to start to drop that right hip towards the right heel. Left hip towards the left heel. Rise up as you inhale and exhale, do it again. Right hip towards the right heel. Left hip towards the left heel. Rise on up. One more time this side. And then once we meet in center, we're going to switch. So we're going to do left hip to left heel. Right hip to right heel. Rise up as you inhale. Exhale 2 more times. Last time, so using this to start to tune into the breath. All right, inhale, rise on up to that tabletop. Once we're here, start to drop the belly, lift the chest, throat, and gaze for cow. Exhale as you round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale for cow. And exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, drop that belly, lift the chest, throat, and gaze. Exhale, round through the spine. On your next inhalation, come back to that neutral spine. We're going to turn our left leg out to the side. Left hand stays down. Right leg lengthens back as we reach the right arm up and over for that long side body stretch. Really pressing into that left hand, rounding the right ribs up to the sky. One more big breath. Then on your next inhale, you're going to rise straight up to this kneeling position. Right leg's out long. We'll drop the right hand down. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up, and exhale, hinge and fold. Then on your next breath, rise back to center. And as we exhale, you're going to slowly come forward. So where the hands are going to come right underneath the shoulders, right leg is still out long. Once we're here, inhale, drop that belly for cow. Exhale as you round through the spine for cat. 2 more times, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Last time, inhale for cow. And exhale, find your cat. We'll come back to that neutral spine, ground the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale, take your twist, take that thread the needle. Left shoulder and cheek's gonna come down towards the floor. Right arm stays boxed out at 90 degrees. Left fingertips reaching for the right toes as you roll that left shoulder underneath. Shift your gaze towards the sky. So really big stretch through that thoracic spine. We should be feeling a lot of length happening in those shoulder blades. Let's find one more long breath here. Then on your next breath, then ground that right hand down towards the earth as you reach those left fingertips up. And then exhale, plant that left hand down right underneath that shoulder. From here, we're gonna slowly start to walk towards the top of the mat. Right leg's gonna lengthen out long behind us. Inhale, drop the belly for cow. Exhale as you round through the spine. One more time, inhale for cow. And exhale, cat. Slowly come back to that neutral spine. We're gonna lift those right toes up off the floor. So we're making one nice long line from the crown of your head all the way towards the heel of the right foot. Right toes are gonna stay flexed down towards the earth. Then from here, we're gonna inhale, reach those left fingertips out long, one nice long line. Draw your belly button to spine, press the pelvis forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you draw your belly button to spine. Use the core to draw knee and elbow together. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, knee and elbow come together, little crunch. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take that crunch. From here, inhale, lengthen all the way back out. And as you exhale, bend that right knee, heel comes in towards the seat. We're gonna reach back behind with that left hand, grab hold of the foot, ankle, or shin. And then inhale as you peel those right toes up to the sky, take a little back bend, maybe even lift the gaze. One more long breath. Then on your next inhale, slowly release and lengthen all the way back out long. From here, drop that left hand down underneath the shoulder. We're gonna start to draw that right thigh or right knee into the chest. And then exhale, extend it back out. This time, inhale, draw it in. It's gonna connect towards the back of that left knee. Bring it to the outside of that left knee. Spread those feet out wide. And then you're gonna walk yourself back. So we're gonna drop the hips down towards the floor. Your left knee is gonna be stacked on top of the right. And we want both feet to be reaching out to the side. So we're coming into a little shoelace position. Inhale as you grow your spine nice and long. Exhale as you start to hinge and fold forward. Chest comes down to the thigh. Maybe tuck your chin to your chest and let yourself hang. Start to breathe into that IT band and hip. And feel those hip bones ground down towards the earth. Let's find about 2 more breaths. Last one. Then on your next inhale, slowly start to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. We're gonna start to shift forward. So hands are gonna come down. You're gonna slowly roll forward. Slide those feet together. Tuck through the toes, and then inhale, send the hips up to the sky. Coming into a downward dog, but your left leg should be crossed in front of the right. Tuck your chin to your chest. Let the crown of the head melt down towards the earth. Big inhale. Exhale, press the hips up and back. 1 more breath here. Then on your next breath in, bend through the knees. Take a look at the hands. Slowly uncross the left leg. And then walk yourself all the way up towards the top of the mat. Feet are going to be about hip distance apart. Inhale, rise up, half fold, flat back. Exhale, start to hinge and fold forward. Bend through the knees, grab opposite elbows, let yourself hang, and then just gently rock side to side. So a little ragdoll position, allow the body to grow heavy. One more long breath. And then from here, slowly plant the hands down towards the earth. Inhale, rise up, half fold, flat back. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, rise up. Exhale, take your fold. From here, bend through the knees and inhale, slowly roll all the way back up. 1 vertebra at a time. Head will be the last to rise. We're gonna meet in standing. So coming up to the top of the mat, toes are gonna be together, heels about 1 inch apart. Arms are down by your side, palms facing the top of the mat, coming into our mountain pose. Then on your next breath in, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale as you hinge and fold forward, chest to thighs, nose to knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale as you plant the hands, step or jump back to your high plank. Shoulders will stack, draw the belly to spine. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. Exhale as you press the hips up and back, coming into our downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha, spread the fingers wide, relax your shoulders away from the ears. Let's find 2 more breaths. Last one. All right, then from here, inhale as you slowly start to roll forward and rise up onto the tippy toes. Once those shoulders stop on top of the wrist, we're gonna bend through the knees and lower the knees all the way back down towards the mat. And then once they're at about 1 inch or so hovering off the floor, you're gonna pause here, draw the belly in, re-tuck through the tailbone, and let's find 2 breaths. So floating tabletop here. 1 more breath. Nice, slowly lower the knees all the way back down towards the mat. Untuck the toes, finding that tabletop position. Once we're here, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. 1 more time, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale as you round through the spine. On your next inhalation, find that neutral pelvis, that neutral spine. We're going to rise up onto our fingertips. So shoulders are stacking right on top of the wrist still. Then as we inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, throat, and gaze, taking a deeper variation of our cow. And then exhale, round through the spine, press the mat away, chin to your chest. One more like this, inhale for cow. And exhale, cat. On your next breath, come back to that neutral spine. Ground the palms back down towards the earth. This time we'll turn the right toes out to the side. Right hand stays down, lengthen the left leg back, and then reach the left arm up and over for that long side body stretch. Nice. One more long breath here, really rounding those ribs up to the sky. Then on your next inhale, use your core to lift yourself straight up. Left hand will drop down, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold over towards the other side. Then on your next breath, rise back to center. We're going to plant both hands down. Start to shift forward so we're horizontal on the mat. Left hand's going to ground down. This time we'll plant both hands under the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, throat, and gaze. Exhale as you round through the spine, chin to chest. 2 more times, inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale as you round through the spine. We'll come back to that neutral position. Left hand grounds down. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale, thread that needle. Right shoulder and cheek comes down towards the earth. Left arm stays boxed out, and we're reaching those right fingertips towards the left toes. Start to find your breath again. And feel that length through the thoracic spine. Feel the space being created in the shoulder blades. One more long breath. Then we're going to ground that left hand down towards the earth. Inhale, press into the left palm, reach the right fingertips up. And then exhale, release that right hand down. We'll slowly start to walk ourselves forward towards the top of the mat. Left leg is still extended back behind us. Once we're here, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, throat, and gaze. Exhale as you round through the spine. 2 more times, inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. From here, slowly come back to that neutral spine. We're going to lift that left foot up off the floor. It should be parallel and in line with the hip and the spine. Drawing your belly in and then reaching those right fingertips forward. Take a big long inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you crunch, drawing knee and elbow together, rounding through the spine. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, draw it back in. Last one, inhale, lengthen and reach. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Then on your next breath, we're going to lengthen all the way back out. Start to draw that left heel in towards your seat. Reach back around with the right hand, point through the left toes. And then inhale, send that left foot up to the sky. One more breath here. Gaze is down towards the earth, or you can lift your gaze. Nice. Then from here, we're going to inhale, slowly start to release. Lengthen all the way back out. Drop your right hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale as you start to draw the thigh back in towards the chest. Exhale, lengthen all the way back out. Inhale, start to draw that left knee in towards the back of the right. Cross it over to the outside of the right leg. Bring your feet out wide. And then start to walk yourself back so the hips drop in between the feet. Knees will stay stacked. Thighs will stay stacked. So we're coming into that cow face pose. Inhale as you press into the feet, lift and lengthen. Exhale as you start to fold forward, chest comes down to the thigh. So really sending and focusing our breath to that right IT band and right hip. Nice. Big inhales and exhales. Beautiful. One more long breath. Then as you inhale, slowly start to press yourself up. We're going to start to roll forward. So hands are going to come down. We're going to stack the shoulders on top of the ribs. Draw your feet together. Tuck through the toes. As you inhale, send the hips up towards the sky, coming into that downward dog with the right leg in front. Breathe into the backs and the hamstrings, the IT bands. One more breath. Beautiful. Then we'll inhale, bend the knees. Take a look at the hands. Slowly start to uncross and walk one foot at a time, all the way up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up, half fold, flat back. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. On your next inhale, bend through the knees. Roll it all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Head's going to be the last thing to rise. So we're coming all the way up to standing. Arms are going to be down by our side. Palms are facing towards the top of the mat. Feet can be hip distance apart or toes touching heels an inch. Then we'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to your high plank. We'll take our vinyasa. And all exhaling, meeting in downward dog. Once we're here, draw your toes together, heels apart. Inhale, lengthen that right foot all the way up to the sky for three-legged down dog. Take an extended breath here. Then as you inhale, lengthen up really nice and tall. Exhale as you start to draw the thigh in towards the chest, nose in towards the knee. Inhale, reach back up, three-legged. Exhale, take your crunch. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, nose to knee. From here, we're going to step the right foot in between those hands. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, peel the arms up to the sky. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Drop the hips low. So back heel is lifted, right knee stacks right on top of the ankle, finding our high crescent lunge. One more breath. And we'll release that right hand down by our side. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up, and then exhale, hinge and fold over towards that right side. Nice, one more long breath. Inhale, rise back to center, reach the right fingertips up. And then from here, we're going to start to bring our arms to that little goalpost position. So coming into that 90-degree angle. Once we're here, inhale, arch the back, lift the chest, throat, and gaze. Exhale, give yourself a hug as you roll forward. One more time, inhale, open back up. Exhale, roll it back forward. And last time, inhale, open and extend. Exhale, contract. On your next breath, come back to center, reach the arms up. And then from here, we're going to draw our belly to spine, press the pelvis forward, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to step forward, sweep the arms back, lengthen that left leg out long, coming into our warrior three. So one more big long breath here. Flex through those toes, drop that left hip in line with the right. One last breath. Beautiful. Then on your next inhale, bend through that standing leg. Bring your hands to heart center. Slowly shift forward and draw that left knee in towards your chest. One more breath. Finding stability, finding that grounding through the right toes. And then from here, either grabbing onto the outside of the left knee, or you can do peace fingers towards those big toes, and you extend the leg out, and then open it out to your left side. Last breath. Inhale as you shift back to center. Release your foot, and then slowly start to sweep it back as you hinge forward, coming back into that warrior three. Draw the belly button to spine. One last breath. Then on your next breath in, slowly start to bend that standing leg and super gracefully drop those left toes back down towards the earth. Sink the hips nice and low and find that high crescent lunge. We'll inhale, peel the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, drop nice and low in the legs. One more breath. Exhale as you slowly start to hinge forward and frame that front foot with both hands. We're going to ground the left hand down and then inhale, peel those right fingertips up to the sky, take your twist. Last breath here. Then we'll inhale, lengthen really nice and long. Exhale as you start to rotate onto the outer left side of that back foot. Drop the hips down low, reach those right fingertips towards your back toes. So we're turning this right toes out to the side, so external rotation through that knee and ankle. We should be feeling a really big stretch through this IT band and hip. Then on your next inhale, start to lift the hips back up, frame that front foot once again as we find that high crescent lunge of the legs. Now from here we have the option. You can either just step this right foot back and find your side plank, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, we're going to bring peace fingers towards this right toes. Shift your weight into that left hand. Inhale as you start to rotate and reach those right toes up to the sky. One more big long breath. If you have that right leg lifted, go ahead and drop it back down. We'll all rotate, coming into that high plank and find your vinyasa. You can pedal out the feet. Shake the head yes and no. Take a moment to just breathe and release here. All right, from here, draw your feet together. And then inhale, extend that left foot all the way up to the sky for three-legged down dog. Inhale, lengthen nice and long. Exhale as you start to draw the thigh in towards the chest, nose in towards the knee. Inhale, reach back up to the sky. Exhale, nose to knee. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, nose to knee. Beautiful. From here, step the left foot in between the hands. Back heel stays lifted. And then inhale, reach all 10 fingers up to the sky. Drop the hips nice and low. Coming into our high crescent lunge, shoulders relax away from the ears. Left knee stacks right on top of the ankle. Hips are parallel with the floor. Then release that left hand down towards the earth. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up. And exhale, hinge and fold over towards the left. One more breath here. Then as you inhale, peel your way back up to center. Reach that left arm back up to the sky. And then exhale as you open your arms out to that goalpost or cactus position. We're going to inhale, arch the back, lift the chest, throat, and gaze. Exhale as you round forward, give yourself a hug. So inhale, open back up, draw the belly in, it'll help you balance. Exhale, start to hinge forward. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, find that cap. Nice. Inhale, rise back to center, reach the arms back up to the sky. Then we're going to draw our belly button to spine, press the pelvis forward, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, we're slowly going to start to shift forward. Reach the right leg back, finding that warrior three. Big breath in and out. One more time, long breath. Really try to drop that right hip down in line with the left, flex through those back toes, super active through that lifted leg. Then on your next inhale, slowly bring your hands to heart center. Start to shift forward as you start to draw that right thigh in towards the chest. Hold here and catch your balance and catch your breath. Really try to draw the belly in so you can lift that thigh up, keeping that super active engagement through the belly. Nice. And then either grabbing onto the knee and opening it out to the side, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, peace fingers towards that right big toe. Inhale, lengthen out, and then open straight out to the side. One more long breath. Inhale wherever you're at, slowly shift back to center. Release your grasp, bring your hands to your heart, and then slowly sweep that right leg back, hinge forward, coming back to that warrior three. One more standing, resting breath. Then on your next breath in, slowly bend through that standing leg, release those right toes back down towards the floor, coming into that high crescent lunge. We'll peel the fingers up to the sky. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Drop the hips low. Feel that deep stretch through that right hip flexor. Then we'll slowly hinge forward. Frame the front foot with both hands. Right hand's gonna ground down. Inhale, peel those left fingertips up to the sky and take your twist. Shoulders will stack, gaze is lifted. Find one more long breath here. Then we'll slowly bring that left hand back down towards the earth, coming back into that high crescent lunge leg. Left foot is framed. So you have the option, we're gonna shift into our side plank. So you can either do this by just stepping the left foot back, or if you want more of a challenge, you're gonna bring peace fingers towards those big toes. Inhale as you start to grow your spine super long. Exhale as you start to reach that left arm up to the sky, and then slowly start to rotate and drop those left fingers towards your right foot. One more breath. Inhale, reach it back up, rotate back around to that high crescent lunge. Now we'll shift into our side plank. So from here, you can start to step that left foot back, or reach those left toes up to the sky. One more breath. And we'll release that left leg down, rotate into that high plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale as you start to tuck the toes, lift the hips back up to the sky, pedal out the feet. And a few resting breaths. All right, step your feet side by side. Inhale, reach those right toes up to the sky. Exhale as you step the right foot through to the hands, back heel drop. Cartwheel the arms up and up into T and find your warrior two. Virabhadrasana B here. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward. Exhale, back reverse. Inhale, find your warrior two. Exhale as you start to shift forward, shifting your weight to that right foot. We're going to start to reach those right fingertips down towards the earth. Left arm lifts up towards the sky. Left foot is flexed and reaching back behind us as we find our half moon pose. One more breath here. Option to bring that right hand to your heart for a little bit more of a challenge. Beautiful. From here, both hands drop down towards the earth. We're going to square both hips down towards the mat. Inhale as you start to lift those left toes up. Hinge forward, standing split. One more breath here. And from here, inhale, rise up, halfway lift. Exhale as you bend through that lifted leg, bend through the standing leg. Knee comes towards the back of the knee. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, left knee to the back of the right. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that left knee towards the back of the right. Sink the hips low, bend through that standing leg. Option to send the arms back behind you for a little balance. Little flamingo pose, one more breath. Beautiful, plant the hands down, slide that left knee all the way down the back of the right ankle, drop the hips low. Right knee is reaching up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist towards the right, left elbow hooks around the right knee, right fingertips back behind you. One more breath. Then as you inhale, look forward, exhale, unwind, and take that counter twist over towards the left. Then on your next inhale, slowly rise back to center. We're gonna start to shift forward. Hands are gonna come down underneath the shoulders. We're gonna inhale, start to lift the hips up. So those left toes are reaching towards the outside of the right side of the mat. Right foot is reaching towards the top. Inhale, grow your spine long. Exhale, start to melt forward, chest to thigh, nose to knee. One more breath here. Then on your next inhale, look forward. Start to bend through that standing leg. You're gonna slide the left foot up into the outside of the right. We'll inhale, grow our spine long. Exhale, melt forward and fold. One more breath as you send your breath to the IT band and hip. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you plant the hands. Step the left foot all the way towards the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep that right foot all the way up, three-legged down dog. Then as you exhale, bend the knee, flex the foot, heel comes to the outer left hip. Option to stay here or take your wild thing. And if you're in wild thing, find one more breath. And we'll all meet back in that three-legged down dog. Once here, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale as you start to draw that right knee towards the right wrist. The ankle's gonna connect towards the left wrist. Drop the hips nice and low. And sink the belly and sink the hips down. Then as you inhale, lengthen up really nice and tall. Exhale, slowly start to hinge forward, coming into your sleeping pigeon pose. Use this time to slow your breath. Use this time to refocus your awareness. Use this time to refocus your attention. On your next breath in, slowly start to press yourself up. We're going to tuck through those back toes. Inhale as you lift the hips all the way back up to the sky. You can pedal out the feet. Maybe even circle out that right leg, give it some shakes. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet back in that downward facing dog. Inhale, extend that left foot all the way up to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale as you start to draw that knee in towards the chest. And step the left foot in between the hands, back heel drops down. Cartwheel the arms up and open to T, drop the hips low, Virabhadrasana B. On your next inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward, exhale, reverse. Beautiful. Inhale as you rise back to that warrior two. Then from here, we're gonna slowly start to step forward. Shift the weight to that left leg. Left hand comes down, reach the right fingertips up. Open that right hip to find your half moon pose. One more breath. Exhale as you drop that right hand down, square through the hips so they're facing down towards the floor. You're gonna start to hinge forward, reach the right toes up, find your standing split. Last breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend that right knee, bend that standing leg knee to knee. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, knee to knee. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to knee. Maybe stay here with hands down or take that little flamingo balance. And Then from here, slowly plant the hands back down towards the earth. Slide that right knee all the way down the back of the left ankle. Drop the hips down so your left leg or left foot is coming to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale as you twist towards that left side. Right elbow hooks around the left knee. Left fingertips back behind you. Find your twist. One more long breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, slowly unwind and take that counter twist towards the right. Inhale as you press yourself back up. Exhale as you slowly hinge forward. Ground the hands down and lift the hips up. The feet are going to stay exactly where they are. So that right foot is reaching towards the outside of the left mat. Left toes are facing towards the front. Inhale, grow your spine long. Exhale as you melt your chest down, chest to thigh, nose to knee. One more long breath. Inhale as you halfway lift. Bend through that standing leg and slide the right foot all the way up to the outside of the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. One more long breath here in this fold. Then inhale as you start to lengthen up. We're going to start to bend through the knees, plant the hands, slide that right foot all the way towards the back of the mat, tuck those back toes, and then inhale, sweep that left leg all the way up to the sky. Then we'll bend through the knee, open the hip, heel comes to the outer right side, coming into our down dog scorpion. You can either stay here or start to drop that left foot down, drop the hips low, and inhale, peel the heart, open the chest to find your wild thing. If you're in wild thing, start to find yourself back into that three-legged down dog. And then we'll slowly start to draw that left knee in towards the left wrist. Ankle connects towards the right wrist. We'll lengthen the right leg out long behind us. Inhale, grow your spine long. Exhale, melt forward, coming into our sleeping pigeon pose. So in this position, we really want to allow our hips to soften. Allow your breath to soften. So using this time to really slow down in breath, body, and mind. So allow your shoulders to peel away from the ears. Allow the hips to grow heavy as they energetically pull down towards the earth. And try to slow your breath just a little bit more, finding even deeper inhales and even deeper and longer exhales. Let's find one more long breath here. And wherever you're at, slowly start to press yourself on up. We're going to tuck through those back toes. As you inhale, lift the hips up. Step all the way back to your downward dog. You can pedal out the feet. Maybe even circle out that leg or give it some shakes. And we'll all meet back in our Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, slowly shift forward, shoulders are on top of the wrist. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward dog. On your next breath, bend through the knees. Take a look at the hands. Step, jump, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Then on your next breath, bend through the knees. Sweep the arms back and send the arms up to the sky for our chair pose. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Draw the belly in and press the hips forward. One more long breath. Nice. Then from here, slowly lengthen all the way back back up to the sky. Reach the arms up. Rise up onto your high heels. So toe mounds and balls of the feet are grounding down. We're going to bring your hands to heart center. Draw the belly button to spine. Find your drishti point. And then slowly start to squat all the way down. Moving nice and slow. Heels stay lifted the entire time. And then once you come all the way down, you're just going to bring the feet together, open the knees out wide, and then start to drop your hips down towards the earth. So bring the feet together, knees out. Inhale, grow your spine super long. Exhale as you hinge forward, coming into your butterfly pose. One more long breath here. And on your next inhale, rise on up. Grab onto the outsides of the knees. Pick the knees up to center. Bring the hands behind the hips. Heel toe the feet out wide, and we'll windshield viper those knees side to side. Beautiful. And then from here, come back to center. Lengthen your legs out long. Walk the flesh out from underneath our sit bones. Toes are flexing back towards the face. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold chest to thighs, nose to knee. Then on your next inhalation, slowly roll all the way back up. You're going to scoot your feet up towards the top of the mat. Open your arms out parallel to the legs. Inhale, grow your spine long, draw the belly in, and as you exhale, slowly roll all the way back, one vertebra at a time. Head will be the last thing to drop. Once you're there, start to hug your thighs in towards your chest. Give yourself a big ol' hug. And then we'll reach down, grab onto the outsides of the feet, draw your knees towards your armpits, find your happy baby pose. You can maybe take that gentle rock side to side. An option to stay here or open out into your straddle for a few breaths. One more long breath. We'll slowly hug our legs back in towards our chest. And then plant the feet down on the floor. Feet are going to be about hip distance apart. Knees stay bent and pointing up to the sky. You want to have your heels close enough in towards your seat that you can kind of brush the backs of the feet with the fingertips. Palms come down, forearms come down by your side. Spread the fingers wide and start to draw the belly in and press that low back towards the floor. On your next inhale, you're going to press into the feet and lift the hips up while keeping that engagement through the belly. It's coming into our bridge pose. Take a few breaths. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, slowly roll out of this one vertebra at a time. Hips will be the last to drop. So option from here, you can either go back into that bridge position, or if shoulder stand is in your practice, then you can start to send the legs up to the sky. So I'll demonstrate shoulder stand, but if you are just going to take bridge, then just do the same thing that we did in the beginning. So if you're going into shoulder stand, feet are going to be straight up. Inhale, draw your belly in, and then start to lift the hips up. Hands are going to come towards the back, and then start to walk your hands down so they're coming towards the back of the ribs. We're going to keep pointing through the toes, stack everything right on top. Big breath in. Beautiful. Inhale as you start to slowly use your core and roll out of this one vertebra at a time. Once we're here, hug the legs in, give yourself some little circles or some little shakes side to side. And then from here, you can take any last minute movements that you want to do before finding your final rest. So maybe a legs up the wall, maybe a happy baby, maybe an inversion, or anything else that sounds good for you in your body today. Then whenever you're ready, start to find your way into your most comfortable reclined position, finding your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Getting all settled in there, lengthen the legs out long. Walk your feet out about as wide as the mat. Allow the ankles to roll open naturally. Arms are going to come down by your side, palms face up or palms face down. Soften through the eyes. Start to return back to your natural breath. Letting go of that breath control, letting go of your practice, letting go of any expectations, any judgments, anything that you may be holding on to. There's nothing to do here, there's nothing to change, and there's nothing to fix. Allow yourself to melt towards the floor, and you can rise whenever you feel ready. So there's no time limit, just really listen to your body and start to wake yourself up whenever you feel is the time. And I want to thank you all for joining me today and sharing your light, your presence, your power and practice. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me today. And from the honey of my heart to each of yours, namaste.